civilised banter I can do for my followers. So those videos were the Odyssey, my Odyssey, and this pub has a James Joyce Award for being an authentic Irish pub. A good puzzle would be to cross Ireland without passing a pub. So this establishment remains the example of tradition which Joyce. So should we go in here? Yes. Let's seek shelter as Odysseus did. No, it's closed. So at this point, I'm basically Jesus. No room at the inn. Why did I take a walk to Salt Hill today? Am I trying to cosplay as a Galway girl? Maybe. Right, let's find an open pub. I thought I was in Ireland, Jesus. I thought I'd be allowed in, but maybe not. It's Mutton Island wastewater treatment facility, so I probably won't. But look where I am! I'm in the sea! I'm in the sea. There's Gallimar, Galway, and Salt Hill. Head to Salt Hill. It looks very beautiful in there, but I've left it late, and look how bleak it is. Look how beautifully bleak. Very romantic, very, yeah. It's actually cleared up. No joke, it's actually cleared up. So we went for it. So I'm using OS Maps for the finale, the grand finale of the Joycean Odyssey, to head to Nora Barnacle's. So let's head to Galway City. Oh no, I forgot. Topo mapping unavailable. But I thought the south was colonised by the Brits. Seems that they couldn't be bothered to map the region. I guess because there were no Jacobites running around at the time. So okay, well, let's see if the north has OS Maps, Ordnance Survey, of course, for any Irish watching. Yeah, okay, they did the north. They could be asked to do the north, but apparently, dismantled railway, got to check that out. Okay, let's use another map. That's not me being disappointed that the Brits didn't map the south of Ireland. If anything, it's a good thing, I suppose. Nora Barnacle's is right in Galway City, and you need to book a tour. You can't just rock up, as I learnt the hard way. It was great, honestly, and look, JC himself, that one always creeps me out, but at least his eyes weren't following you around the room. Right, you need to email Nora, Sheila and Mary Gallagher, the Nora Barnacle House at gmail.com. It's €20 and they get back to you really quick, and it was great. And I won't give anything away because it needs to be a surprise. However, I did learn a lot about the Cladder, and I'm going to do my final bit of the Odyssey, which is on the Galway Cladder. So the Cladder, of great significance in Galway, because that's how Galway started. I didn't know any of this until I visited Nora Barnacle's, I'm sorry to say. But it was an ancient fishing community that was there before the Normans arrived, or I should say the Brits. although the Normans are French, I suppose. But anyway, and then they built the Spanish arch, the medieval walls, the Spanish arch, etc. in the city. But the Cladda remained by the Victorian era. There are about 800 in the fishing community. And they had those lovely thatched cottages. And I said to one of the Gallagher sisters who did the tour, oh, that's a shame that they knocked them all down. And she kind of gave me a look that was like, oh, you are English. Because she said, well, they knocked down the thatched cottages and replaced them with housing, with sanitation. So here were the Cladda boats lit up, the traditional fishing boats, which are very old, I think, lit up for Christmas. And here, we'll come to that, here is a bit of info about the boats. They're actually called the Galway Hooker, named after the hooked fishing lines used before the introduction of nets. Now, Bob Quinn wrote a book, The Atlantean Irish, which actually suggests that the hooker boats were inspired or had sort of Arabic origins, Middle Eastern origins. I haven't read the book, but again, Sheila Gallagher recommended the book to me. So this is not a paid post, but why not go out and have a read? So they're the boats, but which famous person's father was a member of the community? Catherine Connolly, the new Irish president. Her father was a carpenter and a boat builder who built Galway Hooker sailing boats. And again, like my earlier point, social housing development, that side of the road, I believe. So, maybe it is a good thing that they knocked down those thatched cottages. So there you go. That is the story of the Cladda. And that there ends my Joycean Odyssey. See you again soon.